All right, good morning, everyone. Hopefully everybody's doing great. Looks like it's a nice sunny day outside. I'm hearing birds chirping, so I'm hoping to go and do some marking and answering discussions and stuff outside for today. I just wanted to give you a closer look at Teams, as I think some of you are doing well with and some of you are confused on. It's a great tool. It's a tool that is used in high school. It's built into our Office 365 stuff. And it's also used in a lot of businesses and stuff. As I'm talking to some of my friends who are out in the business world, they use it in their workplaces. So it's definitely a great thing to learn about and make sure you know how to use. The benefit of using it is that, again, that sold me was the notebook, and that you can essentially keep your virtual notes there, and I can access and see what you've done at a glance, easy peasy. So I'm going to show you right now how you get into that. What I've done is I've added my own son. He's in grade 2, so he's not going to be accessing it himself, but I did add him so that I can play around with Teams and see it from your perspective, what's going on, and show you from your perspective what you're supposed to do. All right, so first up, you log into Office 365, and then a couple of ways. So first of all, if you've never been in Teams yet, you should have gotten an email from Microsoft Teams a while ago. So I've added my son to 2 different teams right now. So he's gotten 2 separate emails. So when I go into this one, 319, it says that you've been added to this class. So this is one way that you can get in. All right. The other way is up in the corner here in Microsoft. All right. You've got the 9 dots. When I click on that, one of the icons is Teams. So either way of clicking on get into Teams, I want to click in one of those. All right. Please note that integrated into Teams is also this program called OneNote, and that's essentially where your notebook is, but let's not go there yet. So when I open my Microsoft Teams to 319, I'll be going to that team. When I open it this way, it's going to tell me, do I want to download the Mac app or do I want to use the web app? Right now, just use the web app. If you have your own computer and if you want to download that app, it probably makes things easier. Again, I find that the desktop versions are always more comprehensive than the online ones, right? But for what we've got to do, the online app works totally fine. All right, so I get in. Here's what I see. So this is our class wall, basically, our team wall. We have our posts, and then the other area you want to look at right now is the class notebook. So some of you are saying, I'm not getting it, Mr. I'm trying it, but I'm not getting it. Well, click on class notebook, and let's see what we see. So you get this little page here. All right, and then you see this little window, or this little arrow. Navigation panel, click on that. In there are several areas. We're not diving into any of this right now, except for the one that has your name. Okay, so the one that has the file here that has your name, in this section, you're going to click on that. And then this is Mateo's virtual notebook. He has 3 sections in it: miscellaneous, journal, and geography notes. When you click on geography notes, he's got first page is empty. Here's his quality of life notes. I see Mateo has not done his homework. So when he clicks on here, he can read through, scroll through here, and because this is his notebook, he is able to, after in the article, in your own words, what is quality of life? Quality of life is. I'm just demonstrating to you what's going to happen here. Blah, blah, blah. Whoops. My second coffee, all right? Give me a break. So we're going to go there. I'm going to make this actually a different color font so that you can see at a glance from my end what I see. Okay? So I'm just going to make this big just so that you can see it stand out. I'm going to use this chart. 1, 2, and again. Okay, I can just go in there, type away. All right, I can use highlighting. I can, afterwards play with the font and whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, so that I don't care about. I'm just emphasizing this so that you can see on my perspective. So basically, let's say this is his notebook or your notebook, and you've typed your answers in. As you do that, I am getting a live play-by-play as to what you're doing. All right, so this is my notebook now. I have everybody, there's a whole class. I'm going to pull up my class, my son's here, go into his geography notes, and I'm going to go into his quality of life. I'm going to scroll through his notes, and I should see, oh, right there. So this is in mine. So I see this is like totally live, and that's what I get. Now I also get to see this page if I want at a glance in everybody's. And that's what makes it good for me. Again, I can go on here and I can write on it, etc. Which makes it very achievable. Okay, so when I'm done there, again, the arrow brings me back. DL week 3. This would have been last week's stuff. I'll be putting in week 4 in a bit. And this was a chart last week that all you had to do is find information for 5 of these and type in information for 5. And that's it. And some of you were saying you weren't able to access it. What I'm thinking is some of you were not going the right place. All right, so here's the deal. Here, this is your notebook with your name, your notebook. All right, by all means, if you want to use journal for yourself, miscellaneous, want to make your own. If you want to create like a little online diary or your own little like blurbs of your time in quarantine, go nuts. All right, you can actually create your own section down here, and you can add pages. All right, in your own section. Again, it's open to me. It's not private, so make sure that not that everyone in class can see it, but I can see it and you can see it. Okay. Basically, if for some reason you messed this up, you deleted this page, all right, that's when you would go into this content library. The content library only has, it's kind of like that binder at the front of the class where, I'm not sure what's going on here in all these sections, but again, I'm playing around with it too. So let's say I was missing my DL week 3 notes, and it's there 3 times. In the content library, I can go here, I can click on this, I can right click, and I can copy it. And I can go into my notebook and paste it in there. So I'm going to try that out actually. Go here and copy. Going down to my geography notes. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit paste. And there we go. So now I've just added it in there. Obviously I don't need it a second time. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to actually delete it. Alright, get that one out of here. Okay, so that's how you access your notebook. And again, now that I've typed in my chart, I have nothing to submit. I have nothing to, as soon as I do it, it is live and it comes to my attention. So I go back to Mateo's book here, week 3. There's his chart. Now you might be like, oh, there's the other page there. It hasn't refreshed yet. So if ever something doesn't seem that it's refreshed on your end, you can see this reload tool, hit that, and that kind of clears things up. That's what I do as well every once in a while. See, so now that page that I deleted on his is gone. But his information that he's typed in here is all wrong, but it's in there. All right, so that's just a quick thing about Class Notebook. Some of you have, again, this totally works well within the actual program, like within the web program, no worries. Okay, I'm going to be adding DL week 4 here, and it's going to look similar to this week as we're comparing the data you got last week to Canadian stats now. And that's it for this week, and then your quiz. But play around with it, okay? And again, what I've been doing is I'm able to actually mark this up, and I can actually mark it and write notes to you, etc. on these pages like I would on a regular sheet of paper, which is the other reason why I really like it. So try it out. That's part of this week, is to kind of dive into it. And I'll bring some more tips about this next week, if need be. All right?